What's up everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing 5 tips and tricks for improving your workflow on Adobe Premiere. A friend brought it up and I was like, hey, that's not a bad idea. I've never done an editing tutorial before, but I figured I'd give it a shot. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and if there's anything you want to see me do in the future, please comment down below and I'll definitely give it a look and maybe I'll do a follow-up. First one that you need to know that I think everybody in the world needs to know is auto-saving and how often you auto-save and how many times it auto-saves. So if you go up to Premiere, or this is on Mac at least, you go up to the Premiere Pro CC and then Preferences and Auto-Save. It's a little different on PC, but it's still got this auto-save thing. You can go in and you can change how often it automatically saves. So I make it 1 minute, so that if it crashes, I had it auto-saved a minute ago, so I didn't lose anything. And so it's not overwriting too many files. You can pick how many you want. So if I have it, I set it to 30, which basically means that for the past 30 minutes, it's saved every minute, and I can go back and fix something within that 30 minutes. You can, if you have like a really important thing, you can make it 50, or maybe you can do 100. Heck yeah, so you can do it however many. I just don't like taking up too much space, but I can have 30, and then I've got the last 30 minutes backed up, which it actually doesn't crash as much as it used to. It definitely used to be more of an issue, but it's a safe thing to have, and that's tip number 1. Now, tip number 2, this is one that is just, it speeds things up so you can multitask. When you render, usually you'll Control Save, and then Control M will render it, maybe. There it goes. It'll go to this render screen, so we'll name it. So like, this is my Starbucks video, so I'll just call it Starbucks. We'll keep the spelling, it's good spelling. Instead of hitting export, you can hit Q, and it'll automatically go into Adobe Media Encoder, and you can you'll press this little play button, and that starts up the render. And while that's rendering, you can still edit in Premiere. So if you wanted to tweak some other things, you can do that. Or if you wanted to edit a whole other video, you can do that. So you can just multitask while it's rendering in the background, instead of what it usually does when you're in here and you render, you press export and then you're just stuck on the screen. You can't do anything else. You're just sitting here waiting for that to happen. So it's just nice to have that for multitasking, for if you're trying to get like pump out a bunch of projects or something. It's a nice little tip. The third tip I have is really more for when there's multiple layers. So say I had this video right there, then I had this video up here. So I just have all these layers, and you just don't want like this clutter, and you want to remember what each thing is. You can go to labeling, and you can label them different colors. So like, make that one violet, we can make this one, we'll make it green, and then the regular one, we'll probably keep it like cerulean. That's a fun blue. Cerulean. So then you've got all these different, well, these aren't very good contrast colors, but like maybe we'll make the audio red. So we'll remember, hey, this was the audio. Oh, I don't have red. We'll make it magenta. So you can change the colors up. And so I mentioned red. On my other computer, I've actually got it where I have a red. You can go into Premiere Pro CC, and then it's under Preferences and then Labels. You can change the color of everything. So like, I actually changed the magenta on my other computer to red. So if I want it red, then I can go to red, red, red. Now I've got a red. So see, now that magenta that I had is red. And you can do that to all the colors. I also have a white in another one, just to really contrast the colors so things aren't confusing. But labeling makes it very easy to, you can have a note card with what each camera or what each audio was. And it's just a good organization feature. All right, now tip number 4. This one involves keyboard shortcuts, and I actually have an overhead camera. Hey, what's going on? I've got an overhead camera to show you why I'm telling you some of these things. So if you go into Premiere Pro CC, keyboard shortcuts, you'll come up with this big keyboard that you can customize literally everything. So like for example, I've got Command B. You can see it down here, it shows you what it does. Command B, I've got Apply Video Crossfade, so that's just nice to have because you do crossfades all the time. I have Command Period, we'll do Command Period, we'll do an audio crossfade. So really all the crossfade is say I wanted the crossfade right here, I can just Command B that, and if I wanted one right here, Command Period, and then it's just instead of me having to go up here and drag in what I needed. The very most important one is usually your delete key is what deletes, like it'll clear section, delete, 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 clear section, blah, blah, blah. It deletes. I changed it to where this little apostrophe, like sky thing, I don't know what this is called. It's just like a different facing apostrophe. Put this thing to be my clear button. So here I got the overhead camera. It makes it so that instead of having to reach all the way over here to hit delete, my hand just has to stay over here, and I can hit like the cut button, the V button for selection, and all, like most of my stuff is all within reach. And I know that that sounds minute, but here I'm gonna show the overhead angle and this angle. So if I've got cut right here, boom. See how fast that was? Instead of V, or doing the, see, I messed up because I'm so used to the other one. See, it's just, I don't know. It's just nice to have the delete button so close. The last one is, I've actually had it open this whole time, maybe you could foreshadow, is you can make folders with custom things in it. So I don't actually need. For my videos, I like to do a thing where I clap in. So there's the clap, we'll put it right there. I clap in, and I do the same thing every time. I always put black and white, and I always put a directional blur. So having this, instead of having to go all the, like either I could type in, I used to just type in blur, and then I'd go and find it, and it's right there. And then I also would need black and white, which for some reason, they make it use the and sign. Oh, I spelled black wrong. They make you use the and sign. See, that was so obnoxious how many times that took. Instead, I just have it in my Bay Videos folder, and you can do this for any type of, like any style of video. You can have it all in one little folder, and it's just easier to find so that you don't have to do all the stuff, like you don't have to search everything. It's just nice to have it all in one spot. So I've got this Bay Videos folder, got all the stuff I need. So that's really kind of it for this video. That was 5 tricks on Adobe Premiere. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if you want me to do another one of these videos, you can comment something that you want to learn down in the description. Maybe I'll make another one of these videos in the future, but we'll see. I hope that you enjoy this. Don't forget to comment, favorite, share, like, subscribe. Do it all. You'll be legit. And that's it. Do something nice, somebody. Peace out.